Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Good morning to everyone. All are warm welcome to our online class. My dears, how are you? Okay. Let us continue the chapter 9, ratio and proportion. We have discussed about ratio, what it means, and the equivalent ratio, and the word problem of ratio. Okay. I just revise. What is ratio? Yes, we can say in a simple way, ratio means the comparison of two equal or same kind by division. Okay, we have discussed a number of examples. I just say you that the comparison of boys and girls in your classroom. I think there are 30 students in your class. 30 students in your class. Then 20 boys and 10 girls. Okay? Boys, 10 girls, 20 boys. These are two quantities. These are two quantities in same kind, boys and girls. Same unit. Here we can compare these two quantity by division. By division. We can compare these two quantity by division. It is known as ratio. It is known as ratio. Okay, we can compare here. Yes, 20 by 10. Then 2 by 1. Okay, we get the simplest form of this fraction or this the product as division. Okay, yes, my question. Here we get the answer or a result of division. Then how can you write this number as ratio? Yes, 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. Okay, 2 is to 1. It is not right to write. It is not correct. It is not correct to write 1 is to 2. 1 is to 2 is not correct because boys 20, girls 10, then 20 by 10. So we get 2 by 1. 2 is to 1. No, 1 is to 2. Okay, this is incorrect. This is the correct answer. Okay, we get the idea of ratio. We get the idea of ratio. Equivalent ratio, if you multiply with the same number, you get the equivalent ratio as we studied in the matter of fraction. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about proportion. What is proportion? Do you ever heard about proportion? No. Yes. Proportion is very simple if you are familiar with the ratio. Okay. We can take this example. In your class there are yes, 6th A. Here 6th B. How many students are there? Yes. In 6th B, there are 20 students. Okay, 20 student. Yes. Then boys. Total here 30 students. Here we can say 60 students. It is good. 6th A 30 students, 6th B 60 students. The comparison, boys here 40, girls here 20. Listen here. We are going to compare two classes. Okay. First we get a ratio. How do you find out the ratio of this class, boys and girls? Yes, you multiply 40 by 20. 40 by 20. Then you get 4 by 2. Okay, 4 by 2. After the simplest form, okay, 2 by 1. Because you can divide by 2 here and here also. 4 divided by 2, 2 divided by 1. Then you get 2 by 1. So you can write 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. Listen here, 2 is to 1. Then these are two ratios. One ratio of 6th B, ratio of boys and girls of 6th B. And second one, ratio of boys and girls of 6th A. Then my question here, is there proportion? Sure. There is proportion. Which is the proportion? Yes, you can write 2 is to 1 is as. This is the symbol of proportion. 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. Here the equivalent, but we take two matter, 1/6 the boys and girls of 6th A, 1 boys and girls of 6th B. We get the same ratio. Then we can write, this is the proportion. 2 is to 1 is as. 2 is to 1. Okay. The same ratio. Then we can write, it is known as proportion. Okay. Did you understand? 2 same ratio. Then there is another point to study. I just read here. Okay, I will read here. First, these extremes and these twos means. 2 and 1 is here extremes, and 1 and 2 is means. Okay. If A is to B is as A is to B. Okay. Then A and B, the product of A and B is equal to the product of B and A. Okay. 2 into 1. Sure. 2 into 1, 2 is equal to 1 into 2. Okay. 2. The product of two extremes. Extreme means the end number. Here 2 and here 1. Here A and here B. Okay. These are known as extremes. The means madhyathilullathu 1 and 2. The product of means, two means, and the product of two extremes should be same. Listen here, 2 and 1 is the extremes here. So the product means what we got after the multiplication. It is known as the product, the result of multiplication. 2 into 1, 2, and 1 into 2, 2. Okay. These are main points to study in our chapter. Okay, first one, you should understand what is the ratio, then the equivalent ratio. After that, two same ratio can be expressed as proportion. The symbol of proportion is here. It is read is as. Okay, 2:1 is as 2:1. Okay, yes, the product of two extremes is equal to product of two means. Yes, please take your textbook. Okay, page number 113. 113. Here proportion, consider two ratio. Consider two ratio, 1:2 and 4:8. The second ratio, when expressed in its simplest form, reduced to 1:2. Both the ratio are equivalent ratio. Both the ratio are equivalent ratio. Similarly, 4:8 and 8:16 are also equivalent ratio. The equality of two ratio is called proportion. The equality of two ratio is called proportion. It is denoted by the symbol. Yes. Okay, you can write in your notebook all the points related with this proportion. I just describe what have written here. Consider two ratio, 1:2 and 4:8. 4:8. 1:2 and 4:8. Then the second ratio, when expressed in its simplest form. Okay, if you write the simplest form, how can you find out the simplest form? Yes, dividing by same number. Dividing this two number by same number, you can divide by here by 2 and here also 2. Then you get 2, 4. Okay, you can divide by 4 also. Then you get, if you divide this 4 by 4, 1:8 by 4, 2. Okay, 2:2 and 1:2 and 1:2. Then the second ratio, when expressed in the simplest form, reduces to 1:2. Simplest form of the 4:8 is 1:2. Thus both the ratios are equivalent ratio. Okay, both this ratio, this two ratio is equivalent ratio, because the simplest form of the 4:8 is 1:2. Okay, 1:2. Then please listen here. Both the ratios are equivalent ratio. Similarly, 4:8 and 8:16 are also equivalent ratio. Sure. 4:8 and 8:16. These are also equivalent. These two ratios are equivalent ratios. The equality of two ratio is called proportion. Then what is proportion? Equality of two ratio. We have discussed with the examples of the boys and girls of 6th A and 6th B. Okay, equality of two ratios are called proportion. Then it is denoted by the symbol. Okay, you can write here. Okay, 1 is to 2, 1 is to 2 is as 4 is to 8. 4 is to 8. Okay. 4 is to 8 is as 8 is to 16. Okay. Then 4 quantities A, B, C and D are said to be the proportion. If A is to B is as C is to D. Here A and D are called the extremes. Okay, please listen here. You just imagine A is to B and C is to D. If it is a proportion, then if it is proportion, then A and D known as extremes. What is extremes? It means at the end of this is the starting point, this is the ending, this is the end point. Then these two numbers are known as extremes. A and D extremes, and means B and C known as means. Okay. A and D extremes, B and C means മധ്യത്തിലുള്ളത്, D extreme means രണ്ടറ്റത്തുള്ളത്. Okay. Yes. Then the term A is known as the first proportion and D and the fourth proportion. In the proportion, the product of the extreme is equal to the product of the means. Yes, we have discussed about this. Product means A into D should be equal to B into C. Okay. The product of two extremes should be equal to the product of means. Okay. Here there is an example. First example, it provides us to find out the area or to find out the missing quantity if there are three ratios and we have to find out the fourth ratio in a proportion. How can you find out? Let us discuss. Okay, example 1. On the sports day of a school. On the sports day of the school, students are to be divided into groups. Each group should have 4 boys and 8 girls. If there are 108 girls, how many boys are required to make such groups? Please listen here. It is not a difficult one. If you are very well with the ratio and proportion, then the problem is very simple. Okay, let us discuss. What is on the sports day? Okay, on the sports day of the school, students are to be divided into groups. Okay, it is well known. Each and every group should have 4 boys. How many boys? 4 boys and 8 girls. 8 girls. Total students are there. Total girls. Total girls 108. If there are 108, how many boys are required to make such a group? Okay, listen here. Each group should be 4 boys and 8 girls. Total girls 108. And we have to find out the required total boys. Total boys. We know that the ratio of this boys and girls should be equal to the ratio of the total girls and total boys. Otherwise, the number will be increased or decreased. Listen here. In our school, MDI school, in sports day, we have to divide the students into groups, and in each and every group there should be 4 boys and 8 girls. So total girls 1, not 8. Then we have to find out the required total boys, not total boys, required. If you are divide this type of groups, then how many boys are needed? How many boys are needed to divide the group? Each group contains 4 boys and 8 girls. Can you find out? Simple. Simple. There are 3 steps. First step, please give total boys. You don't know. It is why you give a variable. We have studied in algebraic expression variable x. We give x. Okay, let us give x. Then you just take your textbook page number 114. That is the number of the boys required be x. The ratio between the boys and girls, the ratio, these are 2 ratio. Okay, 4/8 a ratio, and total girls, there is a ratio. The 2 ratio should be equal. I mean, the ratio, it should be proportion, or the is as. These are the proportion. It should be proportion. Otherwise, the number will be increased or decreased. So we can write here the ratio 4/8. Okay, 4/8 equal to x by 1 not 8. 1 not 8. Okay, the ratio between the boys and girls. The ratio between boys and girls. Okay, please listen here. The ratio of boys and girls. The ratio of boys and girls 6/8. Boys 6, girls 8. 1 not 8. So you get 4/8 equal to x by 100 and 108. We can say these are 2 ratios. These are 2 ratio, and 2 ratio are equal because we have to divide equally. We have to divide boys and girls equally in each group. It is why we can say these are equal. These ratios are equal. Then we first step, total boys, we give x, and after that we write in the model of ratio. After that, the third step, cross multiplication. Cross multiplication. Yes. How can you cross multiply? Yes. Here 4 into 1 8. 8 into x. Okay. We can write 8x. 8 into x, cross multiplication. Cross multiplication. 8 into x, 4 into 1 not 8. Then you get answer here. We have to find out the x. We have to find out the x because total boys required is x. So x, we can put the x here, place the x here, and the multiplication, what will you get? Yes, you just write like this. You can find out the product, whatever may be. Then here there is a condition. If you bring or take a number which is multiplied with another number, if you bring this number to the right side of equal, sign, it becomes to divide. Okay, it is very important to understand. Please listen here. Here this 8 is multiplication, 8 and x, 8 into x. It is why if you take this 8 into right side of this, then it becomes to division. Please listen here. 2 plus 3, 5. If you take this 2 into right side, then 3 is equal to 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2. Sure? 5 minus 2, 3. Okay. If it is 5 minus 2 is equal to 3, then you take this 2 into right side. Then 3, this minus become plus. Okay. Subtraction become addition. Okay. 2. Then 5. It is very important. Then another 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 2, 4. Then 2, if you take this 2 into right side, then 4 by 2 is equal to 2. Okay? Do you understand? If it is 4 by 2, 4 by 2 is equal to 2. Then if you put this 2 into right side, then 4 is equal to 2 into 2. The division becomes multiplication. Here multiplication becomes division, addition becomes subtraction, subtraction becomes addition. These are important laws when you take a number to the right side or number to the left side, whatever may be. If you put this 2 into here, then it becomes subtraction. If you put this negative 2 into here, it becomes subtraction or addition. And if you put this division into this here, then it becomes multiplication. Okay, please write down in your notebook. Yes, then here we have to find out the value of x. So we take the 8 into right side, then it becomes to division. Okay, 8. Then if you divide, how many 4 there in 4 and 8? 2. Here 1. And 2 and 1 not 8. Okay. 54. Okay. Here 1. Then the answer 54. 54. So 54. Listen here, we get the total number of boys required. The required boys are 54. 54. Okay. Then we can write 54 by 108 is equal 4 by 8. 4 by 8. Okay. Then what is the simplest form? Yes. We can divide by 2. Then 227 by 54, or we can write, we can divide by 54. Okay, we can divide by 54. Okay, then here 2, here 1. Okay, 1 by 2 and equal to 1 by 2. Then the proportion we can write as ratio 1 is to 2. 1 is to 2 and is as 1 is to 2. Okay. Did you understand the proportion? Yes. If you understand what it means, then you can find out the total boys required as X. This is the first example. If you are feeling difficult, please try your best to find out the answer with the same problem. Please write down the problem and find out the answer and compare with the correct answer. Then it will be very simple. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay. Then alternative method. There is alternative method. I just read. Number of boys is to number of girls is as number of total boys is number of total girls. Okay. It is sure. Okay. Then multiplying the extremes and the means we get. Multiplying the extremes and means we get the same. Okay. Please listen here. It is not a difficult one because we have discussed about this in details. Please listen. Number of boys. Number of boys 4. Number of girls 8. This is the ratio. This is the ratio 4 is to 8 in each group. Then number of total boys, because here total boys, so number of total boys required boys and number of total girls. Okay, you can write like this. Otherwise, this group will not be same. Okay, it means 4 boys in each group and 8 girls in each group. X means boys required in the school, girls in the school. Then if the groups are same boys and girls, then it can be written as 4 is to 8 is as X is to 108. Okay. After that, multiplying the extremes and the means. We have studied the production of extremes and mean should be same. So we can multiply 4 into 8. These are extremes. 4 and 108 are extremes. The 4 into 108 is equal to the product of means. 8 into x means 8x. 8 into x means 8x. You not need to the symbol of multiplication. Okay? Yes. Then please multiply 108 into 4. 32, 3, 3, 4. Okay? Yes. Then 402. Here 8. 8x. Then you have to find out the x. Then you have to move this 8 into left side. You have to move this 8 into left side. What becomes here? 8 is multiplication. Then it becomes division. Okay? Division. Please divide. Can you divide? Yes. Yes. How many 8s are in 4? No. Then 43. Yes, 5. 5 into 8. Okay. Then 3 minus 0, 3, 2. Then 32, 4. Okay, you get the quotient 54. Get the quotient 54. Then x is 54. You can write here like this. Both are same. Okay, you get in unitary method. Okay, alternative method. Okay, then there are example 2 and example 3. You have to write down. At last, let us discuss about unitary method. Unitary method, what it means? It is very important. Before that, there are exercise questions 9.2. How many questions are there? 8 questions. These questions are very important. Please try your best to find out the answer. If you are facing any difficult, you just inform me. I will help you. Okay? Yes, please read the questions first.